What's going on, guys? Counting Gains back here again. So hope you guys are all doing amazing. Hopefully I get to get this video out tonight, but I'm a little bit late to the party on this one. As you guys can read the title, man, you know, the Liver King, you know, I'll put up a couple pictures of the Liver King, man. The Liver King himself, man, Mr. Brian Johnson, or Brian, I don't actually know his actual name right here, guys. Brian, whatever his name is, Brian Johnson, yeah. He actually just got caught, you know, basically that he was on steroids through an email. He got caught out, you know, through an email, you know, talking to one of his clients or maybe to a doctor or something like that, basically admitting that he's on steroids, guys. Now, you know, a lot of people who would see this guy to begin with say, you know, start judging him, and I don't really like to talk to other, you know, men like this, guys, you know, so there's not gonna be no hate on the guy. I'm sure everyone has something, you know, stuff they ain't proud of doing. You know what I'm saying? But this guy, you know, obviously a lot of people are upset because he was basically scamming the public. You know, he makes over 100 million euros a year. You know, so to hear the Liver King come out and be exposed basically as not a natural guy taking supplements, guys, performance enhancing supplements, is a bit of a surprise to a lot of people. Now, to me, guys, I'm very perspicacious, as Mr. Tate would say. I honestly don't think that this is, like, you know what I mean, a big surprise whatsoever. Now, to me personally, what I'm surprised about is the opposite of what people, you know, would be thinking. You know, a lot of people think that this guy is completely just juiced to the gills. But I did some research, guys. You know, and I have a picture of him right here. You know, he's only 5'7", 190 pounds. Like, that's not that big for a bodybuilder. He's probably like, what, 5%, 7% body fat? Probably not even 7% body fat. You know, to me, he looks like a natural guy who's just in really good shape. A lot of people would be surprised by that. Like, you know, it is shocking to me that he's actually on roids. He looks massive in pictures. There's way to enhance Instagram pictures and videos to make you look absolutely huge and, you know, crazy steroid-like. But in terms of steroids, guys, I mean, there's way crazier people on steroids on the internet that are lying to you guys blatantly. You know, people think that the Liver King, you know, everyone's all hating on the Liver King. I don't think the guy deserves any hate. I think he's an idiot because, you know, just eating like raw liver and stuff, you know, he says like eating heart will help your heart, eating liver will help your liver. You know, there's absolutely no research for that, guys. There's zero research. You know what I mean? I've researched that plentiful. Doctors like Dr. Sean Baker talks about the carnivore diet, which I advocate. I actually do the carnivore diet. You know, like 90%. I eat steak for breakfast, steak for dinner, steak for lunch, and I have eggs. I have tons of eggs and steak, guys. You know, mince meat and eggs. And the odd time I'll have like bread or whatever. Trying to have mostly carnivore diet. Then I have protein shakes. I'm drinking a protein shake right now. But all that aside, guys, I advocate carnivore diet. The Liver King's whole shtick was like, you know, ancestral tenets, which I actually agree with most of these ancestral tenets. They're actually class. Like, the ancestral tenets I think are actually good, but, you know, it should come as no surprise, you know, to any of you guys that this guy is on the juice, guys. He's on the sauce. You know, especially if you guys don't work out and lift. You know what I mean? Saying, you know, looking at this guy's physique from a guy who's been lifting for 10 years. I'm not on any steroids. Do I look like this? No. But he's not that big, guys. 190 pounds. I weigh like 230, 240. I know guys that are natural that weigh 260 shredded. I know guys that are natural that weigh 260 pounds shredded. You understand? You know, look at all these UFC fighters and stuff. A lot of these guys who haven't been popped, these guys are in better shape than this guy. You know, it's just because he's selling something to you guys that everyone's upset about this. But let me put it to you guys this way, because he may be a piece of shit for selling things to people without them knowing and lying to people. He recently just put up a video on YouTube, obviously, Liver King Confession, I lied. But guys, there's hundreds of YouTubers and Instagram people. I could put up 1,000 pictures of people, literally thousands, probably tens of thousands of Instagram fitness personnel in Ireland or abroad in America, especially in the UK, where steroids are not illegal, guys, that have taken roids and are lying to people to sell their supplements. And pretty much, I'll just put it to you this way, guys. Let me put it to you this way, man. For those who don't really like lift or follow the fitness community and shit like that, or kind of in the fitness world, or maybe you guys follow it a little bit but aren't really into it, pretty much every single person is on steroids, guys. Like, every single person is on steroids. You know, and I hate to be that guy, but that is just the fact of the reality, guys. People that you see in your gym every single day that you guys don't think are on steroids are on the juice, like. You know, I've had loads of people come up to me like, oh, you're on the juice and stuff like that. I'm like, nah. Or like if I'm walking down the street, drunk people would say, oh, steroids. And I'm thinking like, well, that's the greatest compliment I've ever had in my life. I've never got mad. When I see natural guys get mad, or quote-unquote natural guys on Instagram or YouTube or in real life, that when they say, oh, that guy's on steroids, bro, how are you not jumping up and down with joy? They get mad. They get mad because they're insecure, guys, because they're actually on steroids, or they're taking something that's not natural, guys. Let's just keep it a buck, man. You know, a lot of people on YouTube and shit like this, and I'm not, you know, Mr. Ethical. I'm not even judging Brian Johnson here. You know what I mean? I don't really, you know, I don't have a thing. It's like cheating or something with women. I'm not going to be judging nobody because everyone, you know, everyone has been somewhere, guys. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can't just judge everyone to begin with. You know, whether it comes to cheating or whatever it is, lying about roid use or lying about drug use or whatever, guys, you know, doing crazy shit, you know, breaking the, you know, whatever, drunk driving, whatever. Because everyone has, at some point in their life, done something that's, you know, probably like some shit like that. But lying to people, guys, to basically make hundreds of millions of euro a year is just like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. And people don't see that loads of other, you know, people that are in the fitness industry do the same thing. Now, the reason why people love people like Rich Piana and Larry Wheels and all this kind of stuff is because they are 100% transparent and open with you guys about what they take. Like, they ain't running around here on YouTube making videos, you know, talking about, oh, I've never taken anything, and like Liver King is like blatantly flat out lying to you guys. Like, let me put it to you this way, guys. Everyone knows Mike O'Hearn, right? Mike O'Tren. Let's have a look at Mike O'Hearn, okay? Because everyone's like, oh, whatever. They're talking about this guy, Brian Johnson, 190 pounds. 190 pounds. That's like, to me, a guy who doesn't even lift, guys. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know a lot of people are like, yo, he's jacked. He's way more jacked than you, Chris. Guys, if you saw these people in real life, they're tiny, man. They're just small shoulders, small frame. You know, these are just small dudes. Like, you know, when you see them on pictures, you're like, holy shit. And then you see them in real life, you're like, yo, that was just a letdown. Because, you know, you want to look bigger in real life and not in pictures. Like, Bradley Martin's 260. He's on steroids. You know, he just doesn't talk about it. He just doesn't say he's natural. You know, Steve Cook doesn't talk about natural. These guys are nice guys, you know. They're kind of on the middle ground. But that's why everybody loved Rich Piana, guys. Rich Piana was open about his roid use. Like, everyone loved Rich Piana because he was so open about his roid use. You know, he told you exactly what he took. He actually, before he died, RIP, I love Rich Piana, man, one of my heroes. He had a list, guys, a huge list. And he was jotting down bigger by the day about his actual cycle. How much food he was eating, how much shit he was taking, like his 100% transparent. Obviously, he has stuff in the back. He was doing PMMA and plastic stuff in his muscles that he wasn't transparent about. But, you know, for the most part, and he was taking, you know, he had a big drug addiction, cocaine, heroin, stuff like that. But he was very open about his drug addiction. Like, the thing about Brian Johnson getting all this hate is, guys, I would never give the man hate, man. You know what I mean? You guys may, like, fall for his tricks. Oh, we'll talk about that in a second, falling for that guy's tricks. But you guys should be talking about Mike O'Hearn, bro. Mike O'Hearn. Let's take a look at this guy, yeah? This guy's 6'3", yeah? Same height as me, yeah? 290 pounds shredded. 280 pounds shredded, guys. And he says he's 100% natural. He just eats duck eggs that cost $700 for a fucking carton. For 6 eggs, $700, yeah? This guy, I mean, is so full of fucking shit. Now, I love Mike O'Hearn, guys. I actually watch him, like, every day for motivation. I love all these different steroid user guys. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. And he says he's natural, guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm hopefully have the pictures up here. You guys can just Google it for yourself anyway. Mike O'Hearn says he's natural, guys. You know, you have dudes out here that are straight up lying to your face, guys. You know, at least when I make my videos, you know, hopefully my videos are 100% transparent. My reactions are very, very honest. You know, sometimes I'm like bobbing my head. I'm like, oh, this is kind of okay. You know, sometimes I'm freaking out because I'm like, yo, this is the greatest song I've ever heard. Trying to be as blatantly honest as I can, you know, not like just being an actor and like acting on camera, right? You know, maybe I might lose the plot sometimes if Eminem releases a song or someone crazy like that. But you have guys out here, Mike O'Hearn and all these whatever, NFL, UFC fighters. Like, look at Conor McGregor, guys. He hasn't taken a drug test in 2 years. He hasn't said that he's not natural. He has taken growth hormone and stuff like that. And I love Conor McGregor, guys. You know what I mean? Shout out Ireland, man. He's probably the greatest Irish celebrity of all time, including Michael Collins. You know what I'm saying? That's a joke, guys. I love Michael Collins as well. But like, yo, like Conor McGregor is just you know, rags to riches story, guys. Everyone loves McGregor, right? Although he's done some crazy shit. You know, people hating him because of his crazy shit, but guys, like, we're talking about Conor McGregor and all these UFC fighters all of a sudden look like nothing. Brock Lesnar, look at all these guys. These guys are on tons of steroids. Not just like a little bit of, testosterone. Sometimes people that are genetically gifted, that's why I'm saying that Brian Johnson, he doesn't even look like he's on, to me, he doesn't even look like he's on steroids, guys. I'm sorry. Like, I know a lot of people are like, yo, what the hell? I've been lifting for fucking 11 years, guys. When I see a dude on roids, I'm like, oh, that's pretty impressive. It takes a lot to impress me. I've seen a lot of people like, you know what I mean, like on camera or whatever the case may be, and I'm like, yo, that guy's obviously blatantly on shit, but they also have great genetics. Brian Johnson, to me, if he's taking a lot, if he's just taking a TRT dose of stuff, then yeah, that's fine. He has an impressive physique for sure. But he's not taking a massive amount of exogenous hormones, guys. He's just not, like, you know what I mean? And a lot of people are getting up on their shit because, and I don't think he deserves that much blame, guys, honestly. I really don't think that, like, the dude obviously, I don't know what's up with the abs and stuff like that. We don't know, guys. People are on tons of, people get ab implants. Chicks, I know loads of chicks. I see chicks in the gym. Not my gym, but I go to different gyms sometimes, and they have ass implants. Girls in college had ass implants, boob implants, whatever the case may be. I would never, or get like a nose job or ear job or whatever the case may be. I would never judge a person because of what they do. But see, the problem comes when they try to sell you something, guys. They try to sell you supplements. They try and sell you on the fact, yo, look at this photo shoot that I did. You guys can get like this, and you can, like, if you're natural, whatever, you definitely can get in sick shape, right? You won't hold a lot of muscle, but you'll be in great shape. You'll be shredded, right? But a lot of these guys are selling you fake shit, guys, and people need to cop on to that. People need to really just understand. I mean, he never tricked me, guys. I knew he was probably on a little bit of shit. But I am surprised he's on gear, guys, because you can achieve that physique natural, like straight up. The fact of the matter is, the reason why it's so controversial is because maybe he's 50 years old. I'm not really sure what age he is, but we'll see what age he is now, guys, in a second. But he's something like 50 years old or something like that. He's like not, he's not young, guys. So, okay, he's 45 years old. Obviously, at that age, it's going to be very hard to hold a substantial amount of muscle and also be very lean. So, yeah, he's definitely on TRT or something. I mean, guys, I'm going to put it to you this way. When I hit 35, 40, I'm hopping on gear 100% to raise my hormone levels. I haven't got my hormone levels checked, but guarantee most people watching this video or most people that are sedentary, not exercising a ton, your hormone levels will be in the shitter, guys. Even if you exercise a lot and you don't gain muscle quickly, just know that it's partly genetic, but also your hormones are probably in the shitter, guys. To me, even if you exercise, and it sucks because I should get a blood test. I get blood tests like 4 or 5 times a year. I like to go to the doctor whenever I go to the doctor or whatever. And I just get blood tests because it kind of, helps you, keep your bloods in check. You see your cholesterol, whatever. I never get my hormone panel because that's like another, it's a good bit of money. But like, when you see dudes and they're just all of a sudden just blowing up, like, just know that they are on hormones, guys. So yeah, man, I don't know. The last thing I want to talk about in this video is, if you believe that any of these guys are on steroids, I mean, that's on you, guys. A lot of sales techniques are unethical. One of the things we learned about in business school, guys, was ethics. That was one of the chapters that we learned in school, in college, and like, the ethics that these guys, you think that these guys care about the ethical repercussions of whatever they say? They don't give a shit, man. They're making $100 million a year. Bro, let me tell you something. If you guys were making $100 million a year and you were pretending to be on steroids, you guys wouldn't give a shit. This is like a fake apology anyway. All these apology videos are fake as fuck. I'd come out and say it. I'd be like, yo, I'm on gear. Who gives a shit? Oh, but you lied about this. I'd be like, yeah, well, fuck you. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just because he's trying not to lose all credibility. He's trying to have people still buy his supplements. Which they are, guys. I don't think anyone's going to see this and be like, oh, the 8 ancestral tenets don't work because da-da-da, he's on gear now. No, man, they definitely do work. I love sunbathing. I sunbathe naked and shit, like he said. I love doing that shit. That's fun to me. Like, a lot of the stuff he says is really true. And I think that people, should follow that rather than, talking about his steroid stuff, guys. So that's my 2 cents. And, man, I was listening to what my man here, Beast Mode Jones. I've been following Beast Mode for like 10 years. Ever since he first started, he was on the first YouTubers. Like, honestly, guys, like, it is what it is, bro. It's like, the whole ancestral living is cool. I like that. Eating raw liver, that's cool too. I think that helps you for sure. Does it help your heart and liver in the way it says it does? Probably not, guys. There's no studies to prove that. And Sean Baker has talked about that. There's no studies to prove like, oh, eating this helps this. But eating organs does help you. And eating organs is good for you. I'm saying 100% good for you. Same as eating beef. Like, I just eat pounds of beef a day, guys, and I think that's amazing for you. But, you know, people take it to the kind of, you know, to the very extreme, and then they have guys like Liver King, and they're trying to worship people, and it's just, yeah, it's very just kind of like, it's very just kind of a deceptive industry, guys. You know, anyone that's actually, you know, been around fitness people or stuff like that, a lot of them are just insecure, egotistical maniacs, and, you know, steroids, I mean, that's nothing, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, Michael Tren, the guy is on a cocktail of drugs, but he's never going to admit it. You know, it'll never even come out, guys, because he has it locked down, guys. You know, he has it locked down. He probably just takes a little bit of test, and his genetics do the rest. You know, sometimes, guys, I hate to break it to you, some people's genetics are just way better than yours and mine. You know, and a lot of people just, for the world, will not accept that. You know, I know guys that are 6'8", 20-inch guns, don't even lift, and shredded. And I know some guys that are 5'5", shoulders like this. You know what I'm saying? Smaller than my girlfriend's shoulders, and they lift all day long. So that's just the way it goes. And they're probably on steroids as well. So life just sucks, guys. And you guys have to accept that, you know. Don't go around hating on the Liver King because his method doesn't work for you. You know, create your own goddamn method. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I mean? That's all I want to say on that one, guys. Liver King is still fine to me. Is he a piece of shit for lying to people about his stuff? I don't know, guys. If you guys believe these lies that these marketing companies tell you, when they tell me that in this product there's loads of, you know, there's loads of protein or whatever the case may be, I have to accept it, guys. You know, I can't, you know, they're selling something to me and I'm choosing to accept it. They're selling to me that this monster, this caffeine is fine, whether it's full of cancer and carcinogens. That's my own risk, guys. Everything in the world is on you. It's never blame somebody else if you fall for someone's, you know, misconceptions. If people scam you, that's on you, guys. You know what I'm saying? You have to take full responsibility. Everything you do in your life, you have a choice and there's an outcome, and you have to accept that outcome, guys. You know what I mean? Don't go around here crying about, oh, I followed Liver King's strategy and I didn't get shredded like he did. Yeah, because you ain't the Liver King, and you'll never will be the Liver King. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not defending the guy. You know, I don't agree when a lot of these steroid users come out and say, hey, take my supplement. You'll get jacked if you take my supplement, guys. And it's just complete horseshit. Everyone knows that that's just bullshit, guys. But nobody wants to ever, you know, nobody else ever wants to call these guys out, like Simone Panda and all these guys. Bro, they're all on tons, they're on cocktails of steroids. Not only are they just on testosterone, which I would definitely take. If I'm 35, 40 and my hormone levels are in the shit, I'll definitely take. But not only are they on that, just testosterone, they're on tons. Winstrol, Anavar, there's things to make your skin tighter, and there's jaw implants and all. Bro, these guys are on crazy shit that we don't even know about, guys. Because they're worth tens of millions of euros and dollars and all this stuff. And the money, you know, is where it's at. Even in the NFL, every sport is probably rigged with steroids. Conor McGregor's on steroids now. He's getting absolutely shredded and diced and getting huge. You know, he's still not massive at, 160 pounds? I mean, guys, it's still 160 pounds. But what I'm saying is, you know, these guys are still taking roids. Like, you don't have to be big to be on roids, guys. So, just want to, you know, give my opinion on that one. Liver King's fine, if perfectly fine if you ask me. Leave in the comments down below what you guys think, man. I love you guys all, and I'll see you in the next one, man. Peace.